Hey everybody, it's Moonbo here, and welcome back to more Endless Scrap Mechanic. Today, we're going to be doing what I think is probably the coolest thing I have ever seen in Scrap Mechanic. We have got a sneak peek at a gravity modulator that works perfectly, and of course, we're going to be blowing stuff up in that zero gravity using these spaceships and the new explosives update. Guys, this is absolutely phenomenal. So we're going to start off by taking a quick look at that gravity modulator, and then of course, guys, we're going to rig these spaceships with explosives, and we're going to see some epic zero gravity destruction. So let's get into it. Alright, so this is the gravity modulator. Now guys, we're pretty lucky to see it right now because it's not currently available on the Steam Workshop, but I have the great privilege to test this thing out and show you guys what it is capable of. So basically though, when you spawn it in, you see that there is just this really cool looking mechanism. Now, by default, if you turn it on, let's just turn it on right now, there it goes, look at this. Now you can see it is pumping up and down, and that is clearly enough to change the gravity, but when you turn it on default just like this, it turns everything in the world to zero gravity. So look at this, guys. We can float around. Now, this is actually quite beneficial. If you're building something that's actually welded to the ground, then this kind of gives you a little bit of like a no-clip ability where you can fly around your creation. You know, you can build up here if you want to. You can fly around underneath it down here like this and build down here and then very quickly go right back up again. So there is a lot of stuff that you can actually use this mod for other than just straight up gravity modulation. So like I mentioned though, this does default to zero gravity, but using other aspects of this preview mod pack, you can actually change the gravity to different fractions or even increase the gravity beyond the norm. So you can actually have extreme gravity as well. But today we're just going to be focusing on zero gravity because guys, it's all about blowing up spaceships. So we're going to start off by blowing up this smaller spacecraft, and then of course we are going to work our way up to the larger one. Now what I want to do though is rig this thing with some explosives, and maybe just do it a few times just so we can actually put some explosives into some different spots. So I've got a few different things here that we can use. Now this is the first one that I wanted to do. So you can see the wings are attached like right about here. So what I want to do is actually destroy the wings on either side, and the reason why I want to do it this way is simply because it's actually going to give us a great effect of the zero gravity, and we're going to be able to see those wings float away. So let's just connect this one right there. So that is going to be switch number 9. They're ready to blow up on either side, and hopefully, like I said, that will blow up the center there, and then the wings are going to float off in zero gravity. So why don't we just do this right now? I'm going to turn on the gravity modulator. There it goes. It is starting to pump the gravity. So why don't we, make our way to this spaceship right here, guys. All right, we are now inside. Now, guys, this zero gravity mod is just fantastic, isn't it? I really actually want to use it to make a space station or something, because you can actually float around in it. All right, guys, this is it. We're going to go up into the air. I'm not sure if I actually remember all of the buttons and switches here. Now, one thing you do have to remember actually is it's zero gravity, right? So you don't actually need to worry about upward thrust or hovering or anything of that nature. We just have to make sure we don't accidentally set anything off. So why don't we just take off here? All right, this is zero gravity destruction test number 1 on the small spacecraft in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Oh, yes! Look at that! It looks so cool. Everything is just floating away. Now, it's kind of unfortunate though, as you guys can see, the flaming debris actually falls to the ground. The zero gravity modulator doesn't affect it whatsoever. But look at this. We have parts of this spaceship just floating around. Oh man, okay, can we just get out of here? All right, there, look at that. All right, so we can just get out of the seat now, and now we're just kind of floating around in zero gravity. Oh man, this is so cool. There's just a wing here. Look, I think, is that the tail end of the spacecraft? It is. That thing got blown away as well. Oh, man, that's so epic. So I'm thinking, let's do that spaceship again, maybe just with an even bigger bang. Alright, so this is going to be the Zero Gravity Destruction, test number 2 on the small spacecraft. We're going to be making this a much bigger explosion, but guys, look at this. You can still see, this is like space debris. It's just literally space debris floating there, and we're just going to keep adding more. So here we go, guys. This is it. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. Oh, boy. Oh, yes, look at that. We just got totally ejected from the spacecraft. Wow, so much debris falling. And look at this, guys. We have even more debris just floating around. Wow, look how far. This one got blown so far away because the explosion was so big. Now, what is this? Is this, okay, that's another tail section there. That's the same as that one right over there. But look at that. There's so much stuff just floating around. There's even a whole bunch of smaller parts here. Wow! So now we're going to move on to the larger spacecraft. Now this thing is obviously much bigger, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to rig it a few different times with a few different types of explosions that will kind of simulate maybe like a cockpit explosion. We've got loads of little engine rooms and spaces here that we can blow up as well, so we're going to try and do that too, and we're just going to see what the different outcomes are, and we're going to get some great destruction footage. So I'm going to rig this up, and we're going to keep making space debris. Alright, so it's going to be Zero Gravity Destruction test on the large spacecraft. Now this one is going to simulate a catastrophic left engine failure. So here we go, guys, in 3, 2, 1. Oh boy. Oh yes! Look at that! Oh man, look, there's parts floating away. Guys, I gotta say, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen in Scrap Mechanic. Now, something else that is loads of fun with this mod is actually just floating in your creations in the zero gravity. Like, look at this, guys. We can make our way around. We can even go up into these little spots right here like this. Like, this is just so cool. And that's why I really want to make, like, a space station. Because check this out. We can do, like, a spacewalk even. We can open this up, and we can just kind of float our way out here. Okay, we gotta inspect the damage here, guys. We're on our spacewalk. Now look at this. This looks so cool. It just completely blew a hole off. And I know that the flaming bits, they definitely just fall to the ground. But nonetheless, we get a whole bunch of debris that does actually float around. And it looks so good. So we've lost our left engine. Now I have the cockpit rigged to explode, guys. So this is going to be the next test in the Zero Gravity Destruction. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Oh boy. Yes! Look at that! Oh, wow. We're adding so much space debris. This is so cool. Look at this. I think we're actually starting to, like, sink down. I don't know why. Alright, we gotta get out of this seat. Look at this. We're slowly sinking to the ground. This is not good, guys, but look. Oh, my. It's just completely destroyed right now. I'm not sure. I don't know why it's going down, but look at this. It is just slowly sinking. It looks so cool. Alright, guys. It is now time for ultimate zero gravity destruction. We're gonna blow this thing to bits. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Oh, the switch is not connected to anything. Let's try this again in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Oh, boy. Oh, yeah, we just got totally ejected. Look at that. Wow. Oh, man. We're just being blown away. We're just floating away right now with all the debris. Oh, man, look at how much debris is now just floating around. Okay, we gotta make our way over to this. Look at this. There are both side engines pretty much fully intact, as well as the back there. Wow, look at this, though. Alright, so we're going to do one more epic explosion here in Zero Gravity, and then we're going to spawn that smaller aircraft and actually fly around in all of this space debris, because I think it's just going to be the most satisfying thing ever. So here we go, guys. I'm hoping this one is going to rip this ship in half. So 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Oh, come on. Oh, yes! Wow! Wow, look at this! Look how far away the other end of the ship is. Oh, man. And look, we are just floating here in this cockpit in space. Oh, man, that is so cool. Alright, so here we go, guys. We're gonna take off in the smaller spacecraft here. We're gonna make our way around to all of that debris by flying up, obviously. Now, look at this. This thing is so easy to fly in zero gravity. Alright, let's make our way up to that back end there, the entire destroyed ship. And I just want to kind of, like, bump it around a little bit, you know, and see what it's like to actually fly around in some proper zero gravity. Uh-oh, I think I went a little too high here. There we go. Now, that looks so cool, doesn't it? The way it's just floating there. Now, let's just see if we can't maybe bump into it a bit. Of course, I just missed it. Alright, let's go for a round 2 here. I'm actually going to hit it this time, so let's just bump right into it. Boom, there we go. Look at that. Wow, it's floating around. You can actually see the little block. See the block near the sun there? It's, like, bouncing around a little bit. Oh, wow, that is so cool. Let's just hit it a little bit more, maybe. Yeah, look, we can actually flip the whole thing over. Oh, man, that's so awesome. Uh-oh, I think I'm stuck. Let's actually make our way to the smaller debris here. I want to kind of get an idea of what it's going to be like to just pass through something like this. Just some legitimate space debris. All right, here we go. Try my best to bump into something here. It's actually a lot harder than you might think. As proven right there. Oh, now look at this piece right here. It's another wing from this kind of spacecraft, and we can just, like, bounce it around, hit it around and stuff like that. Now, I guess in real life, you definitely wouldn't want to be doing this because you'd probably just straight up destroy your own spacecraft in the process. Alright, so I'm pretty sure there is that one. There it is, way off in the distance there, guys. It flew so far away, so why don't we just kind of cruise on over to that. I want to get a little bit more of a detailed look here as to what this thing looks like and how it actually got destroyed. Wow, look, there's just a big chunk of something right there. Oh, and we just hit it. Awesome. And look at this, guys. This is the tail end. So imagine, guys, you could have, like, spaceship fights now, you know, because obviously this thing has spud guns. So if we had some explosive canisters on the edge or somewhere on the exterior of one of these spacecrafts, and you load in the Zero Gravity mod, there you go. You now have space battles with epic space explosions and real space debris. Alright, so I'm going to do one more zero gravity destruction test, and it's going to be with this small spacecraft. We're going to be moving when we trigger the explosion, so we're going to see what that does. Now, before I do that though, guys, I just want to thank you guys so much for tuning in to Endless Scrap Mechanic and leaving likes on the videos, guys. So if you did enjoy this build, or if you did enjoy the video, then let me know, of course, by hitting that like button. And if you want to tune in for more Endless Scrap Mechanic, then consider subscribing to the channel, maybe even turning on notifications by hitting that bell, and you can get the latest and the craziest coming from me in Scrap Mechanics. So here we go, guys. We're going to finish this video off right. We're going to get some high-speed, low, zero-gravity destruction in 3, 2, 1. Alright, there it goes. Boom! Oh my god. And there goes the spud guns. They are now on auto-fire. Oh my god, this is so epic. I've never seen anything like it in Scrap Mechanic before. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one, so bye for now.